Good evening, Pilgrimers. Welcome to what is probably the last gameplay stream of the season. Drew, welcome to the studio.
Hello.
So, let me start with something weird that happened last week.
Something weird.
Yeah, we already had 2 weeks of set championships going on. Still debating what the heck I'm doing. Been destroyed by Will, talking of him, the week before with Red Purple versus Red Purple. And then I get an email
Okay.
saying, hey, you want to know how things work? You want to know how to subvert the metagame?
Who was that email from?
It was from S4iler.
Woo!
No, more seriously, I got an email saying that S4iler had updated his Metafy with a new version of Blue-Red. And I was like, okay, 1 or 2 weeks before the end of Set Champs, let's look at this. I opened the list, and it's one of the spiciest items list I've seen in my life. He has brewed this with TonCoiffeur in Europe. They've pulled their resources together. And I was like, there's no way I'm learning, like, a nonsensical deck like that in a week. It's crazy. But I'd already bought the guide for Blue-Red at the beginning of the season, and it was included complimentary for free, since I had already bought the first one. So I was like, whatever, let's try it. And I spent the week working on the deck. That thing is brutal.
I'm feeling like ignorance and whatnot. Like I played against you yesterday
Yeah.
at Set Champ, so I knew
You've
what.
seen, like, you've seen how hopeless that deck can.
Like, I think I've told you my assessment of what it is. It's just a more all-in version of a deck that we had back in Set 4, beginning of Set 5. I saw that deck in Toronto a whole lot, if I remember correctly.
I mean, Pierre-Marc, the seller, did go into, like, when you get the guide, there's a genesis of the deck at the beginning, and he goes into how this is an iteration on all of those early builds of blue-red items, Sisu on ice, and how it all brought up to this. And
because that's like, I remember that deck back in the day. It was kind of a response to his Sisu on Ice list. It was really like all in on items because Sisu on Ice was a control deck. It was really slow, but it was really good against the field. And now it was something even like more over the top and like
it's a combo deck. Like, it's not even a control deck, it's a combo deck. And the deck has flaws. Far from unbeatable. But in the current metagame of the set championship, it has a lot of really good matchups and just a very few bad matchups. And then if you're me with my luck, I got 3 out of 4 of my bad matchups on a 28 people field. 4 bad matchups in the 28. I go against 3 of them.
that's your luck.
Yeah, that's my luck, But still had a great time. Finished second of the Swiss yesterday before my opponent's deck just decided it was better than anything I could do.
Well, I was right beside you during that game, and he definitely high rolled. Like,
his deck decided I was not gonna win. There's just what happened.
Yeah, the matchup was probably not super good. He Diabloed you on turn 2.
Both
games, and that's my assessment of Green Steel this season. Like, if you feel like it's a good Diablo day, man, play Green Steel. You're gonna have a blast. If it's not a great Diablo day like I had at the 2K in Montreal, stay away from it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. But no, like, had a great day, had a great weekend actually with the deck. It's not the only deck we're gonna play tonight, but I felt like it was worth featuring it. The list is in the description if you guys want to learn about it. But the thing I have to say, I'm not someone who's that big on throwing money at, high, what's the word?
Content creators?
No, not content creators, but like top level players.
Okay.
For like, updated my Metafy. Give me money to make me live off card games. Blah blah blah.
And we're saying this with love because like Pierre-Marc is one of our friends. Like he's a friend of the channel.
Let me finish. I'm not a big fan of like that idea for me. Like for my style of play and of learning and everything, of just throwing money to get a list. But in this case, it really wasn't about the list, although the list is powerful. The guide that came with it was a godsend, because that deck is unintuitive. You cannot just pick the list and play it and win. It's a lot harder than it seems. It requires a lot of rethinking how you play the game. Like, the biggest example is you don't play Popsicle on 1 with that deck. You just don't.
Yeah, because you always want to draw more than one card with your Popsicle. And that's the thing. Like, I think you're kind of seeing the target audience for these kind of like guides and whatnot. Therefore, really aspiring people that are aspiring to go get those wins and to go reach that next level of play. Because like generally, you're quite transparent about it. Like you are more of a local player.
Yeah.
You're not like the DLC grinder or whatnot.
I'm not gonna roam the world doing every single DLC.
Exactly. You have other priorities. You have other obligations. You don't have, let's say, the time and the drive like I do when I do these kind of things. Like I was telling you before the stream, like I feel so understimulated right now because there are no events to go to. Like I was like a bit unexcited by the set championship season, but that's the thing. Like if you are one of these people that are kind of like on that little edge of like, oh, I'm competitive locally, maybe I want to do the jump. I'm not talking about you, but someone that would want to do that jump to start grinding DLCs or bigger events. Like in the States, they have multiple K tournaments. These guys are for you, and like these.
I'm not even sure I agree. Like I get what you're saying, but I don't think it's every single like competitors' decks or guides that are going to be worth like. I'm not sure a guide on Chernadog would be worth $20, $30, $40.
You have to find the right fit, and you have to find, and by the right fit, I want to say someone that puts a lot of thought into how they create, like Sailor, and like everybody knows we love Sailor. Like he writes beautifully. I've read his guides in the past through friends that had purchased it, because like not because I don't like him or whatnot, I don't want to encourage him, but these kind of things are kind of lost on me because I think I'm just like the notch above players that really need those guides. So that's the thing. Like I've read how he writes his guides. It's really beautiful. It's really comprehensive. It's really extensive. This is quality content. Mm-hmm. And I'm not ready to say that everybody writes quality content in this field.
Exactly. And
especially in Lorcana, because in Lorcana it's really popular to just, I want to say, make this kind of content of like deck guides, tournament reports and whatnot. It's very, very popular. And I think it's kind of getting oversaturated. So...
But if you... Because like my main problem with that is that you won't know until you've paid if it was a good guide or not.
Oh, yeah.
And where I was going is, if you guys ever feel like you want us to do a series, or you want specifically me, because you said it yourself, you're not the target audience, to do a series where I purchase the Metafys of a variety of top players and report back on what I feel the value of the content is, feel free to reach out. I might, like, I'm playing with the idea.
Using it as a guinea pig of, like, did I learn well or not?
I mean, I can tell from my experience in the set championships this weekend that the guide really helped me a lot, because I didn't have a ton of time to practice. I had about, let's say, 10-ish hours of practice with the deck. And against, like, 3 of my worst matchups in 5 rounds, I barely missed top 8 in the first day, and I finished second of the Swiss in the second day. So I feel like, even with only these 10 hours of practice, I was able, through the guide, to be able to do a lot. So, like, I won't tell anyone to rush out and go buy Sailor's Guide a week and a half before the new set comes out. But when the next one comes out, I would definitely, like, I personally will probably purchase the new guide just to see what he has to say in it.
And that's the thing, like, if you're a control player, if you're a serious control player and you like the play patterns, like, it's a good investment.
Yep.
It's just, like, good business.
But the thing I learned the most this set championship with how wide the meta was, and it's really funny because we've had a lot of local set championships, some more divided than others because we had a few at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But what consistently came out is that the people who picked a deck day one of the season and grinded that deck all season long, no matter like how good or bad the deck was, most of them ended up either in the top 8, the top 2, or winning the tournaments. Just because the practice was there and they were able to... Yeah, the dedication paid off. So in a wider meta, I feel like that's a good... Yeah, Will saying the wide meta is very refreshing. Yeah, I mean, you made top 8, man. Congratulations, by the way.
Congrats.
Also, I'm sure if Ras was there, we would have heard, but Ras won yesterday.
Yeah, he won. Like, I was right besides him when he was... I already cut.
Okay.
When he won, I feel he played well enough to deserve that win. So...
Yeah, and like one of the things I liked, you went counter current. Everyone was playing the Ruby Amethyst Rush. You went with a more, what I call the set 2 Ruby Amethyst, like a lot more bouncy, a lot more control-y, not really the Maui Sharks and all of that. And against Blurple, against all of that, like, it did well. Well, Gaspésie in the house.
Hey, Aaron. Aaron's one of my super good friends. He doesn't play Lorcana, but he just loves hanging out and, like, having fun. And he'll be really entertaining to have in the chat.
Well, glad to have you on, man.
You want to rod? You passed your bad luck against me. Okay, I had to jinx it. So we're just doing a replay on round 1 of yesterday.
Pretty much.
Because you can guess what I'm on.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I feel now that I know what I'm against? Yesterday, like in game 1, I just like mulliganed. Like you told me what you were on.
Yeah, you knew what I was on.
But
you hadn't seen the list in action, really.
Yeah. Now I think like my mulligan is a lot more comprehensive. I feel. I'll go for 1.
I'll go for 6.
Oh. All right.
You just check my hand beforehand so that I know what to stack on top.
Please do not start cheating. Like there was another cheating debacle. This weekend, I think it was Spacey that exposed one of his opponents. It's
don't cheat, people.
It's so bad. Like I understand how these people are compelled to take advantage of. I want to say younger crowds of TCG, the people that are not as experienced. Like if I can give, like I was talking about that with a friend yesterday, of how. I want to say how insulting it is.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking, I was like, oh, I know this guy, he doesn't have the best reputation, he was a local guy in Magic. Like, I'm sure he cheated against me, like, I'm 1,000,000,000% sure that he did. I had to go recheck one of my games from Atlanta, because I played it, like, I don't want to name drop, and I'm not going to say a name here. But
give me a second. I'm just gonna resleeve.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna continue story time while you resleeve. So I had to go recheck one of my games from Atlanta because one of my opponents that I played on stream against was disqualified later on this season in Vegas in the top 32 for drawing extra cards, lying to judges, and stuff like that. And I had to go recheck my game because I was worried that like, oh, I want to see if like I got cheated on during that match. Fortunately, the guy knows better than not to cheat on camera, because if you go see some of those cheaters playing in Magic and like cheating on camera, that's so egregious. Like,
Oh, it's so obvious.
you have like thousands and thousands and thousands of eyes on you, just scrutinizing everything you're doing. Like,
Just don't.
like flick the off switch at least for that game.
So go ahead, man.
Troubadour into Cindy.
You got it.
Go ahead.
Gonna try to draw just one here. Hideaway, pretty dead card against you. Turn.
I'm gonna ink a second Cindy.
So I'm not gonna spoil all of our friend Sailor's secret, but let's just say that patience is a virtue in that deck. What do we do here? Definitely inking a bell. Playing Sail. Playing a card. It's interesting. Gonna ink a Quill here. Play a Vitalisphere.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Ariel.
Ariel's a good card.
You grab your swords.
Hey, Camille.
Hey, hey.
Did you get to do some set champs yourself?
Of course, we're 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go.
And my turn. Put the damage on me.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw. Here I think I'm going to ink Maui,
Thank you, Aaron.
brawl the Ariel.
You got.
Trying to delay that whole new world as much as possible. What do you have here?
Cards.
Yeah, I know.
Lorcana.
I assume as much. I assume as much.
And this is when I draw one of my magic cards that I forgot
Go ahead.
sleeved into these beautiful, beautiful Nicolas Bellan sleeves.
Hey, 9th. Sad to burst on the bubble, but still, good job. 3-2 loss to RB back to back. It wasn't Steel Song. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Cindy.
Such a pretty card.
Let's go to Lawrence here. Questing for 3 again.
Yep.
7 for ink. This takes 0.8 damage. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. What do I want to do with that? Pretty sure that's still the play here. Ink the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Play a bell. Craig Vitalisphere.
Yep.
And remove the Cinderella.
Sure.
You go ahead.
Ariel.
Got it.
as she does, she whiffs.
Nobody get to sing off to determine who plays first or something.
The what?
Aaron is trolling.
I'm gonna ink the other Cinderella.
Got it.
I'm gonna trade my Smee for your Belle.
Sounds like a good trade.
Play another one.
Yep.
Go for 2.
Sure thing.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Quill? Nah. No. Coil for Brawl here.
Yep.
And play Quill.
Alright.
Go ahead.
1 card left in hand.
Just the one.
Now you show up.
Nice on you, Will.
Mm-hmm. You know it. Going to 13.
Yep.
Like... Now my option is either to give you infinite juice. I'm gonna make you have it. Take a damage on the Smee and just end my turn.
Alright.
If you had the B prep, I haven't like lost much.
I mean, I do have it, so...
Yeah, like I can do it 1 turn later, not give you like infinite juice to have other ways to deal with my guys.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Ink Rapunzel.
On your world. 3, 6, and 7.
Cindy.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Definitely putting this here. Also, definitely putting this here. For 1, I'm going to develop my brain.
Develop away.
There we go. Finally showing up, the key card of the deck.
Maurice Workshop.
Maurice Workshop. And that fishbone is untapped. Which I'm actually going to tap right now for this.
There was a discussion online in the uncensored group, you know, the darker version of the Lorcana group.
Yep.
About what was grinding people's gear in terms of
Trigger Workshop.
You got it. In terms of Lorcana lingo and like tap, power, toughness, creature.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Like no, I don't mind about this, but people were really ticked off about it. But you know, people are also fragile.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to use those correct terms just in.
Hey, Ras. We talked about your win a few minutes ago.
Pete.
Yeah.
Daisy. Get out of here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know the fun thing about...
Sisus? Becoming bunches?
No, I was about to say about this deck. You really don't care about your characters dying.
No, but like
they're really just played for the sake of...
Yeah, I just
going
didn't want
away.
to give you an easy shift.
No, that's fair, that's fair.
But I don't think you shift a whole lot. That's a problem.
Fishhook, trigger the workshop.
Yeah.
Pay. Haven't inked, haven't done that. Let me activate this here. Pay 1 to develop.
You're under P.
Oh, true. My bad. Not pay 1 to develop. Pass turn.
Right. I know you don't care about that, but Winks 8 here.
Yeah, 9, 10. It's a big girl.
Go ahead.
Yep. So for one here, I'm gonna develop my brain.
Yep.
As I said last turn.
Yeah, you are allowed to do that.
This in hand, this on the bottom.
Yes.
For 2 here, I'm gonna play a Sapphire Coil.
You have a coily coil.
Not going to activate the workshop trigger.
Yeah.
Going to activate the quill.
Yep.
Put this in the ink, trigger workshop on Ariel.
Yep.
And for
Sisu.
8 big Sisu.
And this.
And this as well, yeah. And that'll be turn. So that's 11.
1 card in hand.
1 card in hand. Actually, bring that here, and that here, because in this deck your items are really your characters.
Catercarlo.
Catercarlo. On you well?
No.
Yeah. Dime.
8 dime. I'm about to draw it here.
Naveen.
Hoinks.
That's here.
14. I'm on 9.
Sure thing.
Go ahead.
All right. What do we have here? This. Let's play 8. Let's pay 8 actually. Tamatoa. Bring back a lucky dime.
Yep.
Gonna ink this on Naveen.
You.
Gonna brawl the Naveen. Going to then activate the quill on this. Pay 1 for a cube. Trigger workshop. Pay 1 to draw. Gonna adjust that afterwards. And pass turn. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bing.
Cheat.
Got it.
Swing.
It's 4. It's a Robin. It's 7.
So close.
7 is an 8.
Go ahead.
Draw. So let's start at the beginning here with 7 for a dime.
Dime.
Do I trigger workshop? 3, 5, 5. I don't think I do.
Okay.
For 3, going to play a workshop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to trigger workshop.
Okay.
For 1, I'm going to play popsicle.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger, trigger, trigger. Resolve the popsicle first.
Yep.
Resolve the first workshop. Resolve the second workshop.
Uh-huh.
That's not tapped. Exerted. I'm gonna ink this on Pete.
Yeah.
Gonna do this on this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with this.
And it's
Quest and activate Dime.
you got it. I was like, you're one short. You just don't need to have a popsicle, and you got it.
I actually also had another popsicle in hand.
Still had all these.
Yeah, when you see all the cards in your deck, it's easy to win. And that's basically how the deck wins.
I'm still baffled that you thought that Steel Song was a bad matchup for the deck.
To be fair, if you wheeled me the turn before, when I had 2 Tamatoas in hand, there's only 3 Tamatoas in the deck, and if you don't have them, racing is a lot harder, because you have to, like, dime your Sisus, assuming your dime is not in the yard at the same time.
I understand that. The problem is Tamato is not the biggest problem of the deck, is Sisu.
Yeah.
Like, Sisu is just additional ways of removal.
Oh, yeah. And when you start getting 2 and 3 coils on board, it's just abysmal.
Yeah.
But now, I know you didn't want to play against that, playing like 50-minute games all night. Did you want to try against something else?
Yeah, well, that was just a showcase. Like, every game will
Pretty much
probably
look like that.
look like that.
The game, the deck is fairly consistent. The only thing, and I think actually, there's one game I want us to play before that. I want you to take
Trinidad?
that deck. Because people who play...
Trinidad.
No, yeah, that's Turn Dog. But people who play Steel Song, Blurpole, Ruby Amethyst, both versions, DKP's Blue Red, like all of those decks, Purple Steel, these decks are slow enough that this deck is almost... He played well enough to win the game, Drew 2025. I played perfectly. Ras is saying that yesterday he played perfectly. I haven't seen the game. I cannot comment on that.
I'm like, I know this is all in good joking mindset, but like, Ras, if you want to get better, you have to not keep telling yourself that.
But seriously, I was saying, as much as this deck feels hopeless, I played against a guy yesterday. He was on Blurpole, and we finished the first game. Was like, I'm not even doing a second. I'm just done. And
yeah, no, but like,
but every purple Blurpole matchup I've had felt like that for my opponent, because I've had some on Saturday as well. But the thing is, when you instead get against something that's aggressive or hyper aggressive, you'll see in a second what it's like.
you're not.
Even. Odd.
Odd.
Not that it matters.
I would just like to cut you up here.
Yep. And now let's showcase where the deck fails. So ironically, in Sailor's Guide, in this matchup, because in his matchups he likes to be like, oh, what's their best card? What's their most problematic card and everything? The most problematic card of this deck is every single card.
Okay then.
That's just how confident or how aware he is of the situation here.
1.
4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Hey, at least I got my good start against you.
But that's the thing, like, when you have a wide meta, like, some of the matchups will definitely be polarizing.
Yep.
Like...
Well, that's, like, the choice you have to make, right?
Yeah.
Either you take a deck that's going to be grindy against every single matchup, like Purple Steel or Red Purple, where you probably have a chance everywhere, but you're going to grind every single game. Or you take something that has some polarized matchups and hope you don't run into them too much.
Yeah.
And take the free wins in your free win matchups.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, this is kind of like the duality problem of TCGs. In a meta that's way too narrow, you're playing rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
In a meta that's too wide, you have too many options, and you feel like if you've chosen the wrong deck for the weekend, you're gonna feel miserable.
Yeah.
So like I like meta games that are 5-ish decks wide, with like some outliers. I feel the meta right now it's a bit too large, just a bit too large. But like it's bound to happen when you have
Bans like a few weeks before the set
bans
championships.
and you have like the widest range of sets
Yeah, available.
available for like a while. Go ahead.
Draw. Here. I'm gonna ink the queen. Put out an ice block. Crack the ice block for Bell.
Sure. Doro.
You do that.
Lilo.
Can't wait to add that thing.
Oh yeah. Ming Mong.
Coil to the bottom.
I'm on only 2. Go ahead.
Draw. Tomato in the ink. Develop your brain.
Develop away, my friend.
Yeah, that's that, definitely. And develop your brain.
You have such a big brain.
Let me show our friends at home the choice I have.
It's a non-choice.
It's a tough one. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. It's actually a choice because like I've been playing a lot of Magic recently, and we have like the exact same card. It's called it's called Sleight of Hand.
Yes.
And like we're playing a deck with a lot of we're testing a deck with a lot of Sleight of Hands. And sometimes you just like see twice the same card and you're like, okay, fair enough.
So, what do you guys think? Left, right, left, right? I need someone to choose for me. Too hard.
We know it's the same card. Come on.
Fine, I'm gonna take that one. Pass the turn. Wait. 3
Bonk?
on. Actually.
Are you bonking? Are you not bonking?
I don't think I'm bunking, actually.
Okay, no bonk.
Because you're just gonna tramp into me with your Little John, and I'm gonna have accomplished nothing.
Little John has 0 power.
Yeah, but tramp is gonna give it 3, and it costs only 1.
Okay.
And that's the thing you want to play there. And I don't kill the daisy. So yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. Ursula.
Yeah.
Show me all your secrets.
Sure. You'll see the Be Prepared.
Okay.
And 2 workshops, a fishhook, and a brawl.
Okay. Question 4.
Yep, go ahead.
Trigger.
Yep. Hideaway.
Hide that hideaway away. Go ahead. Sorry,
I'm bad.
I'm in a weird mood tonight. I definitely underslept you last night, so.
If it is in the place for a new... Yeah, no, go ahead. Current meta and some general strategies. The thing with the current meta is that there's like 10 decks in it.
Yeah, like
They
roughly 8 to 10 decks.
Yeah. While I reflect, if you want to just refresh on like what it was like beginning of the set and then the bends. And...
Okay, so like historically, we've always had like it pretty good in Lorcana. Like I was saying, like a kind of a state of between 3 and 6 decks, which I feel is like ideal. Yeah. Okay. And then at the start of this set, one of the cards that felt really, really powerful, being this bell, and some other cards, really wrapped the format around them, and it felt like a 1.5 deck format.
Yeah, give or take.
Brawl.
That's all the daisy, yeah.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
So yeah, that was the big problem, and then there were bans of 2 of the cards that were enabling that deck really, really hard, and this opened the format way wide. way wide. Okay.
Okay, looks fixed now. Good. Thanks, Russ.
I'm gonna play Yzma.
Yep.
I'm gonna draw. Discard. Go. Power Rangers.
Hey, surprise!
Bonk. 1.
Yep.
Go ahead.
For 3, I'm gonna workshop. I'm gonna ink the fish hook because I need to get that ink going. And pass turn.
Only untapping 2 to bring back this Lilo.
Sure.
You're not ready to be prepared, so anyway, if you draw 1, Ursula.
Oh, yeah, sure. Brawl and workshop.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So going to 11. Pass turn.
You got it. Draw. Ink Tamatoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I kind of have to kill that Lilo right now. As bad as that sounds. So you're just going to bring it back.
I'm excited to see the movie, like the live action movie that's coming up like next week, I think. This weekend.
This weekend. Yeah, let's brawl that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Disney movies, like in live action, have generally been quite bad. Like except for like Aladdin, I think it was fine.
I haven't seen Aladdin, to be fair.
All right. It was fine. They took some liberties that I felt were welcomed. But there were like 5.
Yep, to 16. I can't even do that. Yeah, I mean, let's at least go 1 deeper. I mean, why not? Popsicle, trigger, resolve the popsicle first.
It's all.
Yeah, sorry. And then resolve the first workshop. And GG.
Alpha Strike.
Yep. So no, that's how the deck feels against hyper aggro, which is terrible and unwinnable. And that's how my first run against Ras went, pretty much. When was that? Saturday.
The Beast live action was good. It was fine. The thing that worked against it, sadly, was the thing that worked against it. I feel was that Emma Watson was in it.
I mean, I don't dislike Emma Watson. I just don't know how good of a portrayal she did about it.
She's a great actor. She was, but they dressed her like so similar to Hermione. I felt like you
had trouble disassociating the.
And I don't have that problem in general with actors that are typecast.
Yeah.
But I felt that her looks were very Hermione. How they like design
also
their
Belle and Hermione
are very close characters.
Very similar characters, yeah.
So like might stem from.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Hey,
also Ben, glad to see you, man. I'm gonna choose my words carefully regarding aggro for the rest of the evening.
Let's just do the fun part.
Yeah, sure.
Like
I'm gonna retire that deck for now. Might bring it up later.
All right, so I have these things.
Ooh, shiny.
Choose 2. All right, I'm starting off with set 6. Let's start with set 6 in French.
Yeah, 2 French, 2 English.
I don't think we're pulling an enchanted today because I showed you last week when I pulled an enchanted from a French pack of Archazia Island. But that's why they're in English because I want to maximize the chances of an enchanted. So Stitch.
What Disney live action would Chris Pratt be in? I don't know.
Chris Pratt? I don't know.
To be fair, apart from the lineage, part, he would have done a great Aladdin.
Sure.
Like, it would have been his type of character, but I mean, he could do Flynn.
He could do Flynn. Maybe he's a bit muscular for the build, but that's fine. I would have seen him as a good Prince Eric, but
He's too snarky. Like, he always looks too snarky. He needs to play a character that has, like, really good comebacks, and I don't think Eric is that kind of...
So we have an Olivia...
Jim Hawkins. Yeah, Jim Hawkins could work.
He's way too old, though.
Yeah, I know, but...
Like...
De-aging, man. De-aging's the future.
So we have Ryan and Olivia Flaversham here.
So I'm going to start on Archazia's Island, then, since it started in Azurite Sea.
Not the greatest pack.
So... Pacha, So Much to Give, Toby, Dolores. Hey!
Hey, Belle. Great card, that Belle.
TikTok, Mufasa, Kashikim? I don't know that guy.
The Troubadour.
Troubadour, so 2 playable cards here.
Ink Geyser.
One of our favorite cards ever.
Miserable. Oh, we have a legendary here.
SCG, 31, so 31 is going to be Ember.
31 is either still Ember or...
No, it's Ember.
Yeah.
It's Minnie Mouse.
The one I didn't want.
And Bucky. Why, are you looking for some Auroras?
Yeah.
I have like 3 overs of those. We can talk after the stream.
I need actually 3 overs of that. Like, I didn't open a single one of those. I'm going to open my Archazia's Island now. I doubt I get any kind of legendary here.
Yeah, you could get the Enchanted.
Wicca Palace, Trusty, Cogsworth, Elsa, Water as Memory, Bolt, Penny with Bolt,
Yeah, that works.
Archimedes, Mirabelle, Madrigal, Restoring the Crown. I have another rare. The Glass Slipper, which I think is like a cool...
It's 2 for 1s on the playset on this one.
Sure. And we have a Cheshire Cat here. So my packs were kind of horrendous. I always give you the good packs.
It's okay, you leave with the cards at the end. Not that it matters.
Well, I paid for them, right?
No, I know. There you go.
Another legendary, please.
So, Pagade Abordage. Good job. The Carpenter.
Moana.
Yeah.
Vaiana.
Vaiana. Ben Hercules. Wasabi. Fairy Dust. Vanellope von Schweetz. Oh, hey, Go-Go.
French Go-Go.
Another rare here. Pete. And, oh, you came back foil.
You came back foil is cool. In French. As always, you get the cool packs.
Yeah. Oh, man. We're going to have... So next week, there might or there might not be a stream. We'll see, because it's about the time we're going to be recording the set review. But seeing the Stitch, like... I don't want to get into the discussion, but have you seen the Enchanteds?
Oh, they're awesome. Like, okay, like, unpopular opinion, and like, I don't want to open like the discussion too wide. The Enchanteds are beautiful, but they're not my type.
Okay.
So, I like there's a lot of actions and I don't mind generally, but I like the characters as Enchanteds.
Yep.
And I think the choices for characters and Enchanteds are not like my favorite from the set.
Okay.
They went with a lot more lower rarity, I feel, for the Enchanted. Like a lot of
I haven't checked the rarities, to be fair.
There's a lot of dual ink in the like about half the Enchanteds are dual ink.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it super rares or lesser.
Yeah, give or take.
So that's the thing. They're like, I love when they do really pretty legendary
Enchanted arts,
and like they haven't for this, which is kind of a shame. But like, I love this Stitch. This Stitch is like one of the prettiest one.
I get where you're coming from.
And
but
it's
I
only
also
personal.
yeah no I know it's personal, but like I'm kind of the opposite. I don't mind when it's like a legendary, but I don't really care about the rarity of an enchanted as long as it's even remotely playable. And I feel like this set, a lot of them will be collectible.
Yeah.
Like I feel that the 3-drop song, whatever the name is, Into the Unknown, like might be one of the highest priced enchanteds we've had in a long time. Between the playability and the fact that Elsa's on it, like it's a gorgeous card. I'm a big sucker for Emperor's New Groove, so I have 2 right there that I have to get: Pull the Lever and the Cusco. And I really like personally, I love the art style that they went with. So no, it's gonna be an expensive set for me. I might have to buy quite a few enchanteds this one.
Kemi's agreeing with me on the
I
enchanted.
think she's agreeing with you, yeah.
Okay.
Or she's agreeing with the fact that they're gorgeous.
Yeah,
Either or.
like, but that's the thing. Like, I have to say they're gorgeous. They're just not my type. So
Yeah.
I was like getting like 1 enchanted for the set, and I haven't quite chosen which one I want this set.
I want over half of them.
Yeah, that I'm sure.
And the thing is, I don't expect, like, the cheaper one that I want might be Pull the Lever.
Oh, yeah.
Assuming Pull the Lever is a cheap one and people don't want it because it's Pull the Lever.
I think the way
Just getting Elsa cards for my kids. Yeah, don't do that.
the Elsa cards, like
And a lot of them are good too.
the enchanted Elsa is the most pricey card of the whole game. Like,
Well, the most expensive,
normal.
gettable, like, yeah, pullable card
Okay,
from the game.
because like Aaron doesn't know about it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
show him like real quick. Like the enchanted look like that. Like I have like a bunch of them in the decks. I'm just flexing here.
He
but-
says casually.
So like they look kind of like that. They're really nice. They're all about like starting in the $100 range, going upwards to like the Elsa. Spoiler is about $1,000.
She's a little bit north of that, yeah.
Yeah, Canadian for sure. Like she has dropped to about a little under 1,000 in
Yeah, so
US.
she's like, I think she's like 1,300 Canadian.
But then you have like the
And now I'm a Degen.
and then like you have the price cards from the DLCs. So like this Cinderella is now valued at about 1.5k Canadian. So the only way you can get those is by doing a good result in the DLC. So I kept mine from Atlanta because I obviously I love the Cinderella swag. It's one of my favorite cards in the game. You have like other really pretty things. Like I didn't keep the foil one of Rapunzel. This is the version you can get by grinding price tickets. And like this is about $150 right now. The foil version is about 3k.
Yeah.
I sold mine the week after coming back from Atlanta for about 8k. So yeah, the prices are just crazy on those price cards.
Yep.
Like you don't go near them if you're not like a total degen.
So you'll take 10. Good. We'll arrange that. We have a very small commission fee of about 15 to 20%.
and
But
then
we'll make it work, don't worry.
and then I have to perform in DLCs.
No, well, he's willing to pay plus 15-20%. We'll just procure them. Don't worry about that. Since you're cheating with dice, even or odds.
I'm cheating with dice. Even, sir. Ha, ha, ha. I'm cheating. I put a hex on them.
Exactly.
Alright.
That's how it works. The fact that I'm still able to get top 8 with that kind of luck is...
You must be so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so assholeish. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
You know I love you.
I do. 3 for me.
Oh.
I don't even know what you're playing.
Blurple.
Okay. Of course.
Or as Shellbook would refer to it, Blurple King.
Blurple King.
It's a pun on Burger King.
Oh,
You
but
don't
Burger
seem to-
King's not good.
It's not that great. You're right about that.
There's the only thing good is the Whopper, and even then, it's not like amazing.
They have that Hershey chocolate pie that's to die for.
Because everyone knows you go to a fast food for dessert.
I do. You know I'm a fiend for chocolate.
You know we have actual like chocolatiers in Quebec, right?
I know. Sometimes you really crave that really cheap like kind of sugar rush, and sometimes I just want that cheap fix, not like paying $15 for like Yee chocolate bar.
Go ahead, start us off.
All right. What are we doing here? I'm not quite sure.
You're always allowed to surrender.
That does not make for good content here, sir.
Oh, fair.
Go ahead.
Draw off return. Against you is that good? No. Pirate's Life into.
Reset lore. Okay.
Oh, right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ras. Bing. Boom. Go ahead.
Go.
Draw. Over here, it's going to be. It's going to be this. Yeah, might be. Sure. Moana. Into Lumiere.
Yeah.
Quest for 1.
Pesky.
Go ahead, fucks me. That sounded so wrong.
Yeah, it kind of did, but I'm not gonna. Bonk.
That works too.
Actually, it looks way better.
It does.
Go ahead.
Draw. That's that. Finders Keepers into library. Go ahead. And see, that's funny because I played that deck 2 weeks ago, and I ran into Blurple, which is the worst matchup for the deck. When there were 3 Blurple in the whole room.
Draw. Bonk.
Sure thing.
Go ahead.
Ready, set, and drop. It's an interesting conundrum. Gonna pay 1. Send Lumiere here.
Yep.
Gonna pay 2. Play Lumiere.
Mm.
Move the crab. Draw a card. I'm gonna Ink Brawl and send Lumiere here.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Two.
Fox. Yep.
Trying. Yeah, I'm gonna remove it eventually. Sail.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Sure thing. Draw. Unexpected, but it works. Go ahead. It's funny how I'm struggling to get started and you're already in Hades territory.
Go ahead.
Yep. Draw. Four. Let's go with Genie. Draw a card.
All them genies.
All them genies. Library for Diablo.
Mhm.
And I'll pass the turn over to you, man. Elsa.
That's for sure. I don't know what else I want to exert here.
What Elsa?
Nah, the here. Go here. Bonk.
Got it.
And just heal it right up.
Sure thing.
Go ahead.
That doesn't ready.
Yep.
Return. So you did something pretty cool earlier. Made me kind of jealous, if I'm being completely honest here.
Want to do something as cool?
Maybe. I'll see. I'll play a Genie.
Uh-huh.
Draw a card.
Yep.
And then I'll crab this Elsa.
Oh, yeah.
And move the Genie. Would have loved to crab the Diablo, but evasive and all. Quest for one with Diablo, actually.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
8 here. Okay. How do we do this?
Yeah, Michelle's probably going to Plessis. Rast is asking if we know anyone going to...
Yeah, he offered his car in our conversation. Like, you should have seen it. So...
Pops.
Pop, sickle. Pop, sickle. That's a lot of crabs. Alright.
Oh, 80s. Yeah, my bad. I was like, what are you talking about?
Go ahead.
Quests. Boom, boom, boom. Draw a card from Diablo.
Okay.
And I'm an 8. Go ahead. Yeah, no, the card advantage you get over this because of how fast your ramp is just dumb. As if on cue. I do feel the deck wants to go 1-drop into 1-drop against this, which is not what I was able to do.
Rebuilding.
Okay.
You got another B prep. You feel like a genius.
Hey, look. Another B prep.
Alright. I'm drawing one.
And a Chernobog.
Yup.
Go ahead.
So this is here.
You might say I feel like a genius, but I have 1 card in hand. You have
Oh, a bajillion.
4 and more ink than I do, so... Yeah. Draw. For 4 here, it's going to be Genie, draw a card. It's funny how this deck has a key card that I have not yet seen this game, which is the Peter Pan. I'm going to quest and sack the Chernobyl.
Yep.
Draw. Then for 3, I'm going to brawl your Genie.
Yep.
And for 1, I'm going to play a Broom. And pass turn. But yeah, no, the deck doesn't have many 2-drops. It's a weird one to play, if I'm being completely honest. Especially in this matchup. It handles aggro a lot better than it handles like something slower and bigger and more control-y like this. Although in this case, Quest. For 3, fucks the Genie. Do I sack the Broom? I just think I might.
Yep. Oh, yeah, you want to bank on that card advantage.
Yep. Replay the Genie. Draw card. Interesting. Move the Merlin. Get your lore. Go ahead.
3. When it rains, it pours.
Yep.
Got it.
Draw. Yeah, she's going here, that's for sure. You're empty-handed, right?
I am.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 once they die. Remove the Diablo.
Draw card. B prep?
Nah. Short.
Shork?
Short with no rush. Which is not as good as short with rush.
Shork with rush.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, Queen of Hearts and Snake are not good in this matchup. You really want more drawing 1-drops.
You have 1 out. 1 possibility.
What actions do I even have in here?
Move to 15 here.
I'm gonna have that. $16, 17. All right. Drop. That's a tough thing to do, man. It's probably all in vain anyways, but who knows. Quest for 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's, not that it matters, remove the goat, bring back, it's probably going to be B-Prep. Yeah, it's going to be B-Prep.
Are we prepping?
That's 7, so we do B-Prepping, gain a lore. Do you have a goat? Yeah.
I drew the whole playset. Like, it's not even funny.
Yeah,
at that point.
having had any other thing on board, I could have had Pirate's Life. Like, I could have Genie Pirate's Life to gain the 1.
Yeah, because, like, this is the thing. Like, I think this is what you were trying to establish at that point.
That's what I was trying to get to, but I didn't have
But
enough
you
of a board to sing and be prep.
Like, you
And
didn't
that's
have enough.
where Tremaine versus Medusa. Because last turn I could have Medusa'd something, but Tremaine was just bad. He would have sacked the bell.
Well, you only could target the bell with Medusa last turn. Everything was 4 power.
I could have challenged something else.
Yes.
Like, I could have challenged the bell and forced you to...
Sack. Well, in that case...
with this, yeah.
In that case, Tremaine is better.
Yeah, I know, anyways. Like, this is the matchup I ran into 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, it
all
looks hard.
freaking day, like...
It looks hard. It looks hard.
And you didn't play it well.
What?
And you didn't play it well.
What do you mean?
So, in this matchup, the way that Blurple guarantees its win is that it just sits on its Hades and waits for the sharks and just sharks.
Oh,
Hades every
yeah.
Shark.
Oh, but like... Yeah, I felt like I was
you were playing too aggro for the deck.
maybe a little bit. The thing is, I had a lot of card draw that didn't pan out. That's the problem. Like it panned out into goats that didn't equate too much.
Yeah, I mean,
well, yeah.
Sure, complain about having too much goat when they win you the game.
You understand what I mean? Like, because I think in your case, you were trying to...
They literally did half your score.
Yeah, I dropped it really early. You're right.
No, but like, just the 4, that's 8, and then some of them quested.
Yeah.
So like, no, they gave you the game. I'll start the second one though.
Okay, we do.
Yeah, we'll do the.
Okay.
We'll do the full match.
Okay, I'll try and play it right this time.
But yeah, no, the thing is...
But this is also a testament to what I was saying about, like, polarizing matchups. Like,
yeah.
If I played it... Like, okay, sometimes it's a question of, like, if you're playing it out of character, just... It might catch some players off guard. I want to call them, like, the ABC players that, like, have memorized all the lines and, like, know how the interactions work. Because, like, then that's the next level in learning, like, to adapt your playing.
Oh yeah.
But also that's also maybe a testament of like how polarizing the matchups are in this metagame. Like I didn't play it optimally.
And yet you were still favored.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Miss American, bye. I won't sing about America here because...
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
5.
3 for me. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Definitely a different hand texture. Madame Mimrino, man. Getting her... So the funny thing is, you can get her out turn 3 with quote-unquote rush. It requires quite the setup, but it's not as hard as it seems. Yeah. It's a 3-card combo.
You need what?
Well, you need a 1-drop, say a Diablo.
Yeah.
A Snake. And the Rhino. Because you 1-drop whatever. 2-drop Snake, return the 1-drop. 3-drop, play the 1-drop, shift for 2, return the 1-drop. And then you have the Rhino.
She shifts. Oh, yeah, because like you can shift and... That's the weird one because it's a shift with
bounce. So you still need a target to bounce after shifting. All right, let's do this.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Y'all ready for this? Draw. Merlin.
Yeah.
Into Broom Quest.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Keeps into Teeps into go.
Boop, boop. Drop. Brawl into Peter Pan.
Oh, there he is.
Quest.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Alright, so Teeps is here. And he wants to party.
Yeah.
Wanting to party.
And I'll be honest, this version of the list, I'm actually able to battle more than the other version that runs the manners. Because the manners, once they start gumming up the board, instead of playing Go, they just lay down manners and are like, haha, suck it.
So I gotta stem the bleeding a bit here.
Sure thing, I'm gonna drop.
But
Alright. Draw for turn. Here. I'm saying friends.
okay.
Roll the genie. Quests. In the broom, play a follower. And pass the turn over to you. Carbs. Draw. So here, I'm going to quest for one with the broom. I'm at 4 ink. Let's bring out a genie. Draw a card. Banish the broom. Okay, that's an interesting one. Ink a Moana. Take out the Tipo. He's a 1-2 here, yeah. And then quest sack with Chernabog to draw a card. Go ahead.
Alright. What are we doing here? Drawing cards. That seems like the option.
Drawing cards always good.
Let's draw more cards.
Haven't seen anyone complaining about more cards.
You can't draw all the cards though. Questing for one.
Yeah.
Fast turn.
Draw for turn.
No quest with Robin?
I think they're wondering why I'm not questing with Peter Pan.
Oh, Peter Pan. Because I was confused about Robin.
Yeah. I'm not questing with him because while it's hard for me to fathom how you would get 3 attacks, he is so pivotal to the deck right now that I need to not have that be an option. Which, speaking of not being an option, let's Pirate's Life into Shork, into the Crab,
Good. giving the attack to Diablo.
You got it. What are we bringing back here? Pretty sure it'll be friends. Because I don't see a point of brawling that. So I'm going to sing friends.
Gain a lore?
Gain a lore. Indeed. And pass the turn.
This doesn't do too well. This works, but this doesn't work. How do I want to do this? Huh. Just thinking here. Getting a Crob.
Crob.
A Crob.
For 7, which I'm at 6, that's fine. Yep.
Good.
I'm on 7 as well. Draw. Let's remove that Diablo.
Draw
Your card.
Termain.
Choose and banish 1. Now. Turn a bog here. Pass it turn. Snake.
Snake. Snickle-bipple. And squeeze. Yeah, I think the genie is not as threatening as you bouncing her with like.
Yeah, fair enough. With a fox or something.
Yeah, deck doesn't play snake anymore, but who knows?
I mean, Will does.
Good.
Draw. We'll start by removing that for 3 here. We'll play another genie, draw a card. Quest and sec.
Yep.
Draw a card. Okay. Okay. Hardcast friends. Two. Ink a broom. 8. And pass the turn.
Drop. Starting with a robot.
A reboot.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Yep.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah, Tremaine felt a bit weak against the early whiteboard, but managed to bring it back to something more manageable.
Go ahead.
Sure. Drop.
Elsa.
On your grab. Just you. Lumiere.
Mm-hmm.
Remove that crab.
Giving the power to this.
Sure. Questing for 4.
Yeah.
And then... passing the turn over to you, man.
Right. Like you. That's for sure. Okay, I have to start working on stuff here.
You kind of do, because there's lethal on board.
Yeah.
Ras is like, Medusa's better, fight me over it. Against your deck, it's definitely better, because you're only playing small stuff.
He's just like, no, Robin's not small.
Robin still has 3. He still dies to Medusa. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Draw for turn.
You see what the problem is with the normal plan? It doesn't win.
Yeah. I mean, I can certainly agree with that.
I'm just, as of now, I'm just like,
No, I know.
saying how good of a player I am.
Sure, dude. So here for 3, I'm gonna play a library,
Yeah.
and then quest for 3, quest for 1, and because I just can't count, Pirate's Life.
Sure. Forcing a game 3.
Yep.
Let's see what we can do with them. Let's see if I can go back to playing my way and winning.
I mean, you'll be on the play. That should help. But the deck is very, like, the thing with Blurple, I've seen a lot of people 2 weeks ago on Blurple, they made it very far into top 8, felt really good, and then they arrived last week, and the boards got way wider because people adapted.
Yeah. Did you
Give up on Blurple, Jafar?
I have it in my deck box here because we were supposed to play it for the Sherbrooke guys last week, but Nick was working, so he was held up at work. We couldn't do it, and we didn't feel it was super relevant as of now. It's like, what, there's like, I know there is one more there's one more set champ in whatever the store is named, but like I don't consider this as existing, so sorry. I have my history with that store, and
Yeah, not your favorite. It happens.
it's basically not existent because they shouldn't be running events. Sorry. Shouldn't be opinionated on live television.
Nope. Let me reshuffle that for you.
Yeah, no problem.
And now we no longer know where it is, and I gave you 3 islands on top of your deck.
You're grinding the gears of so many people in the uncensored group right now. Oh, islands! Oh, Magic the Gathering. You know, if there was no Magic, there was no Lorcana, so...
That's probably true, to be completely honest here.
This one. This... 3.
5 for me.
Not in love with the shape of that hand.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
We might be spending too much time together if we think of the same thing. You sing it, and I was just like picking up on it because it was at the same spot in my head. It makes for good television.
Did you ever see the YouTube translated remix of that song, I Like Shapes?
I think I did.
It was years ago.
Yeah, but I have a faint memory of it.
Once the stream's over, just go look YouTube for I Like Shapes. It's, to me at least, better than the original. It's been translated like 20 times through Google Translate and then brought back to English. It makes for a much better song about someone who likes shape but is afraid of demons under the bed or something. It's a weird story. Go ahead.
Alright. Let me figure out what I'm doing here first. Okay. Inking Diablo Obedient Raven to play Diablo Corvo Obediente.
Sure. You do that.
And you have to do it with the...
Yeah, of course. That's the only way to do it. Meanwhile...
It's not racist if Italians embrace it.
This is absolutely useless against you, so turn a box. Don't think there's a single brawl target that doesn't draw you a card, and... Oh, that's not true, there's the genies. I forgot the genies.
What?
Ooh, love that. Draw. Love that for me. Bunk. Bunk. Quest and sack. Draw. Go ahead.
Yeah, that hand is not super, as you can see, so... Alright. Now a little better. Go ahead.
Draw. That in itself could punish you quite a bit.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Ink. Sail.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, so little inkables here.
Yep.
I'm on 5 here. What am I doing?
Fuck say lady. Here? Alright.
But
Draw. Over here. Lots of options here, actually. Now that I think about it. But no, it's going to be one to put the broom here. Oh, I didn't take my lore for the turn.
yeah.
Remove your fox. Draw a card.
Yep.
Ink a Lumiere.
You're welcome for having
At your service. Bring out Peter Pan.
Peter the Pan.
Go ahead, my friend.
So this is a genie.
What it looks like, yeah.
Trust.
I'll trust the process.
Friends. Corvo.
It's a genie, but is it a wakata?
A what?
A wakata, WQT. It's a nocturnal aquatic animal.
Oh yeah. This is deep Quebec culture here. Go ahead. The wakata is a
Nocturnal.
deep sea creature.
I believe you. That's where that came.
Yeah.
That's why. It
For
popped to
people
my head.
that know the Quebec culture is Le Carasse Raison.
Yep. It's actually available now in English.
Really?
Subtitled, not
Okay.
translated, but still. Peter Pan here.
Yeah.
I got my lore for turn. And quest for one with Peter.
Peter de Lapin.
Go ahead. Mi amigo. Yep.
Go ahead.
Boop-a-doop-boop-boop-boo. Lore. Draw. Try and fire. Follower.
Mhm.
Faster.
Rabbit.
Got a frog.
Rabbit. Rabbit. Goes ahead.
You got it. Draw for turn. Turn a bug here. Well, lore
Yep.
for the location. I need to put my dice here. Quest sec.
You got it?
Draw two.
Mhm.
What do we do here? Lumiere.
Yep.
Two fucks. Bring back Lumiere. Into Lumiere in the ink. Here. No, I'm not even going to attack the Diablo, to be honest. You go ahead. You have a lot of card draw, but you figure it out with what you have.
Hey kids, want to see something cool?
I crab on Diablo. On this? Okay, cool.
So that's
5.
5.
And then fox it.
Hey, kids, want something real cool?
I mean, that does work.
Just gonna
Sure.
cycle this. That's fine. We're on 8. You're on 8. We're all on 8. We can ink this one. Pass.
Boom. No longer need this. Draw. Okay. Genie.
Yeah.
Draw. Friends.
Yeah.
Draw.
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah. Fuck's the genie.
Uh-huh.
Ink here.
Yeah.
The problem is all of those still draw you cards, but I'd still rather they'd be dead than back in your hand drawing you even more cards.
2 days.
Taking 2, yeah. Go ahead. Even though you can crash a crab and then a Diablo into the mem, but, you know.
Yaha!
That's-
Sweet gameplay.
At some point, I still gotta do something about that board.
That's what I call it, sweet gameplay.
Yeah.
Bonk. Give it to Diablo. Bonk. I can do it too. This. Draw so many cards.
All the cards!
Go.
Sure. Draw. Cards in hand?
4.
Okay. Let's give you one more.
Be prepared.
Go ahead.
Be prepared.
I'm on 8.
Goat boy.
Yep.
Drawing cards is fun.
It is.
Trust.
Heard a lot of good things about it. Go. 11 ink is a lot of ink. Something drawing cards.
Yes.
Go ahead. How many goats can you juggle?
All of them.
As per usual.
Go.
Crab into Genie. Draw a card. Go ahead. Oh, I must be on 11 though. Yeah, 11. Mm-hmm. Mwahaha, you've activated my trap card and such and such and such.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do we bring back here? It's probably going to be friends. Yeah, make it friends.
Okay.
In this, play friends.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm still going to 11. That's fine.
Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah. Bringing the Lord from Friends on Maui. Yeah, Will saw it, and Ras as well. On Maui.
Like a better option.
Sure seems that way.
Go ahead. Actually. No, I can't let you do all the things you want to do, and I'm just gonna. Now you can go.
Okay. Drop.
Especially if you have you would have to have exactly another Peter, another shark.
That's 7 and 7. So let's start here, I guess. Friends.
If you're on 7, 7,
Yep.
you're on 14.
Thank you.
I'm on 12.
You prep.
That's the third one.
Is it? It might be. Genie? Draw a card. Go ahead, mi amigo. Yep. Don't forget to... Okay, that works. Boom. No cards in hand?
No cards.
All right. Friends. Gene.
What?
Just the one. 3, 6. Maui. Moana. Here. Lumiere?
Yep.
Go ahead. I could have Maui first. Anyways. Misplay. If I lose by 1 lore, I'll know that it cost me the game. Sure. Pirate's Life, gain 3. You lose 2. Elsa. Remove the fucks, bring back Pirate's Life.
Sit together.
Sing together Pirate's Life. Gain 3, you lose 2.
That's what you said.
Yeah. Maui has 4 damage on him. Peasant. Elsa. Sure thing. Quest for 3.
19.
19. For 6 here. Gonna make you sec. I don't think you have anything that deals with the whole board, so I'm just gonna go wide. Go ahead.
I'm actually super bummed that Into the Unknown, like I was theorizing it could have been like some kind of blue board wipe and whatnot, and now it's just like a baby let it go.
It's a pretty good baby let it go though at 3.
Well, it's 2 colors.
Pirate's Life's a favor card. Rest just being triggered because how much he loves this card. Oh man, I know you love Pirate's Life, Rest. Don't worry, it's rotating out in a set. Only 3 more months to go. 5, sure.
Challenger +2.
Yeah.
I'm just like going through the motions here. Yeah, you got it.
Just for the sake of it. Hey, Gene.
And now I am persuaded that
Hey, Pirate's Life.
that I was right playing in the way I was playing. Both times I was playing the waiting game, I lost.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But then again, I can tell you the games that I lost against Blurple were the ones.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something list variation and stuff like that.
Then again, I'm pretty sure they were more.
I was like, I decided to play the more like waiting game for like, I would say pedagogical purposes. Cause like we're doing the stream, like you mentioned it, I showed how to play it more.
Yeah.
So,
but like to be fair, the people I played Blurple against were people who, as I mentioned earlier,
played Blurple for their
whole set. Yeah, like they've got their list, they've tweaked it as the set went on. That's pretty much all they've played. So, and it seems like they were used to this very specific matchup because we had a few people at League that were bringing that week after week.
That's fair enough. Like, this is, like, full disclosure also, first time I laid my hand on
exactly.
something.
So I think there might have been a little bit of anticipation of the lines as well and everything.
Probably. Do we have time for a quick one?
I mean, we don't know. It might be reprinted in set 9, but it's set 4, so it should rotate out as far as we know right now for Pirate's Life.
Because, like, that's the thing. It depends how much you believe the rumors that say that half of set 9 is reprints.
They've confirmed that, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, so I was, like, I heard that right.
Just for the sake of it. I'm just curious. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, because they said that it's going to be half reprints. I'm pretty sure, like, as of now, they've showed a lot of set 1 reprints. And it's not going to be like, oh, set 9 is reprinting set 1, set 10 is reprinting set 2. No, I think it's going to be kind of a trend going forward. Is like every set that marks a rotation will be loaded with reprints, with what they liked and they want to keep in the game. I'm sure we will see things from set 2. We were talking before rolling the camera, like, do we think like the Fox, the Mim Merlin package, is it gonna carry over? Should it carry over? We were talking about like B Prep has to be carrying over to
in some way, shape, or form. Like it might not be B Prep, but something that does what B Prep does has to
like
be there.
Do you make it cost like? Do you make it inkable and not a song? Like,
Yeah, something like that. Might cost 8.
yeah, costing 8 and inkable. What?
So in this deck, as far as we know right now, this is everything that's rotating out.
So that's half the deck.
It's more than half the deck. Basically, it leaves Elsa, Library, Diablo, and the Sharks.
People have already been like really really proactive online.
Like Moanas that are useless without the Peter Pan.
Yeah.
And the Genies. Like, that's the only thing remaining of this version of Red Purple after rotation is Elsa, Library, Diablo, Maui, Finders Keepers, Moana, and Genie.
People have been really proactive online talking about rotation and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, people are anticipating like, oh, Chernadog is going to carry over rotation because most of the cards are like new cards.
It's one of the one that seems to transition the easiest.
Which is probably not a bad thing because aggro has been struggling so much for the beginning of the game. Like, for the 4 or 5 first sets, aggro was...
I mean, we that's what enabled, especially set 1, like, super slow Red Purple that would grind out to, like, almost decking out every game.
Yeah, no, like, I remember Red Purple Mirrors back in set 1.
Yeah.
They were the control deck, and, like...
Going to time every single game.
They were generally playing like 1 to 2 games, never going to game 3. If they were going to game 3, it was a draw in that case.
Yep.
Which was like a strategy.
Oh yeah, I know people who voluntarily went there if they weren't sure they were gonna win, so that they'd have the point for
the draw.
For draw, yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing, because like we could do the exercise where like Steel Song loses like 80% of the deck, I think.
What do you mean?
Steel Song loses 80% of the deck to rotation.
Oh, to the rotation. Yes.
So that's the thing. Like, I don't think any decks will carry over depending on what reprints we get.
Yeah, the thing with Steel Song though, I feel it has I don't know how tier 1 they're going to be. It's going to depend on how much removal we get. But given that they have both Alanadale and what was it? Is it Daisy that does the Alanadale thing in set 6?
I'm not exactly sure, but
like there's 2 characters that gain lore every time you sing.
Oh, it's an Isabella.
No, Isabella, when you sing a song, she cannot be challenged.
She cannot be challenged. Yeah, I don't remember.
And she quests for 1 million.
Isn't it Peppa that?
It might be Peppa, yeah.
Yeah.
So like you have like a few cards that might take the deck in a different direction if there's not as much. What's the word? If there's not as much removal as there is right now, because a lot of the decks, as we know, are losing a lot of their non-challenging removal.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, if they want to go in a different direction for...
Ras is like, oh, I'm glad Calhoun is staying.
Yeah, Calhoun is a good card.
But she needs to banish, and Chernadog is all about 4 toughness character, so like you need more than just Calhoun. But yeah,
probably you're gonna have some fashion of other Anthem character.
I mean, I could see like if Chernadog is gonna be there, I can see the Red Steel Challenge deck being a lot better because they can deal with that kind of thing.
And they got new toys. Like, we're not gonna talk too much about new cards, but like they got a new Mushu who has a gorgeous enchanted. Maybe that's gonna be the one I want to pick up for.
Isn't Hidden Cove set 4 though, Ras?
The what?
Because Ras is saying, oh, Hidden Cove. I'm pretty sure Hidden Cove is
Hidden
set
Cove
4
is
when
set
rotating
4.
out.
It's set 4.
Yeah.
It's set 4. It's gonna be rotating out. Pretty sure about it. Yeah, so sorry for busting your dreams, but yeah, that's something to consider. Like, I actually am very, very glad for like the clean slate they're giving us with the rotation. People have been like very worried about it because the first time it's happening, and like I've been playing 10 years of Standard and actually actively enjoying playing playing Standard. Like, Standard has always been like among my favorite formats in Magic.
Okay, for those not playing Magic, Standards is the format that used to rotate every other year like this. Now rotates every like
3 years.
3 years. Well, it has 3 years, so it's every 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a slower rotation, which they had to address because a lot of people didn't felt that they didn't have the time to play the cards correctly. The thing is, like in Magic, the reprints are not as liberal as Lorcana seemed to be heading towards with their.
It comes and goes. Like they used to have core set, now they have what was it? Foundations,
Yeah,
which is pretty much over 100 reprints. Like it's gonna be similar to what we have here.
What I mean with liberal with reprints also is like Lorcana have announced a lot of super rares and like legendary in their reprint roster, which
Well, a lot of we have like 3 of them: Maleficent, Tinkerbell, Stitch Rockstar.
and that's what like I'm getting to this.
Yeah.
Why I feel it is a lot. Do you know how many rares they used to reprint in core sets and foundation and whatnot? None. Like
There's a lot now.
Foundation had
Yeah.
brought back some things that feel kind of inconsequential because they're older rares that have been kind of power crept.
Because Omniscience is a fair card.
Okay.
Let's not get into Magic discussions, but my point is, I feel like your vision is skewed because of how frequent reprints are in Magic.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the recent years, right? We've had a reprint of Liliana of the Veil. We've had reprint like there's a few powerhouse mythics that are reprinted, but they're one here, one there, and it's a chase card that comes into the set, right?
And also, when I say they're liberal with, they're not as liberal with reprints. It depends on also with all kinds of intricate mechanics of like, is it reprinted into standard? Is it not reprinted into standard?
Yeah, I'm only talking standard sets here.
Yeah, because like that's the thing. They've reprinted a few powerhouse cards throughout the sets in standard, but that's not like it's a handful. It's only a handful.
I disagree.
Wait,
Then again, we don't see the same. I know we don't play the same formats, so we don't see the same cards as being powerhouses.
yeah,
Like, I know you don't care for Doubling Season being in standard. I care about Doubling Season being reprinted.
yeah, I understand that. No, because actually, doubling season as of now, as we're speaking, is
Oh no, it's a dead card in standard.
unplayable.
It's a dead card in standard.
So
Anyways, but all that to say, but then again, like they're reprinting Maleficent Dragon, it might be unplayable as well. Like that might be the exact same thing.
well, that's the thing. Right now, who is running Maleficent Dragon in their decks?
I was.
About no one.
I know.
About no one.
I'm just being a dick.
So yeah, about no one is running Maleficent Dragon. I think with a smaller card pool, it's back as an option on the table.
Yep.
So that's the thing. Also to consider, like the size of the card pool makes for the power. Like Stitch Rockstar being reprinted feels pretty great. Tinkerbell is still kind of seeing some fringe play here and there nowadays. I think she will be much better after rotation.
Probably. Ras is like, we need more location. The fact that we've just had 2 sets without it is a little sad, and like very few since set 3. Then again, if we are to get more locations, we're gonna need more location answers.
Yeah, because they're historically like hard to answer.
Well, the good ones.
Yeah, the good ones.
They're
are hard
either
to
unplayable or so hard to answer that they're almost broken.
Yeah, like we're thinking about Queen's Castle. We're thinking about the library,
McDuck Manor.
McDuck Manor. Like it's all the really high willpower ones.
Yeah, even like the Dwarf Mine. The Dwarf Mine is only at 6, but it comes out on turn 2.
Yeah, it's really
Like it's hard to remove turn 2.
Hidden Cove has 6 willpower, and it's a 1-drop.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And it's funny because we had one of our new players. So I don't know who earlier was talking about. I think it was in the Uninkables chat earlier. Someone was saying like, "Oh, I'm intimidated because I'm a newer player. I don't know how I feel about going to set champs and all of that." we've had loads of players who have played for one set or even sometimes a little less do really, really well in our set champs this set. And one of them, first time he played was at the sealed for the set release. And he managed to top 8 yesterday at the Mythic Store event with a location green purple steel deck that just caught people off guard. Like, if you get location into location into location, it's going to take a lot of work to remove all of those before they get critical mass. So...
No, that's fair. That's fair. And, like, I'm always saying, like, I encourage new players to come to set champ, even if they're intimidated. It's the best. No, I'm already back on full.
Good.
I got you.
You got me good.
Like, it's always like the best practice, and this is where you will learn. Like, they say like, oh, I'm intimidated to play because people are good. Some people were telling me, oh, I don't want to play against you because like you know what you're doing. Like, I'm like, this is how you learn. Like, this is how you get dedicated to get actually better at that game. Like, play against people that are better than you, not like going through the motions. Like, you'll learn your ABC and it will sink in fairly quickly.
Oh yeah.
Like, you'll understand the interactions of your deck by playing a few games in leagues throughout the weeks. Play against better people. Like, you'll see play patterns that maybe you haven't considered with decks. You know,
and they'll keep you honest. So I think I've told you. Yeah, I've told you the story. 2-3 weeks ago, I'm practicing red purple at my local store, and I get against Devoted round 1, and he's playing. I think it was the mirror match, and it's my first time playing the deck. I just built it, going through the motion. He gets a wide-ish board, 2/3 character, a genie, an inconsequential character, and then a Diablo. And I go in my hand. Give me a second. Let me find it. There it is. So, I get in my hand. I'm like, alright, so I'm gonna Medusa your genie. And he goes, well, that's a Tremaine. I'm just gonna sack my Diablo and draw a card. Like, it felt bad. I was stressed because it was Devoted. I know he's good. It got into my head a little bit. Didn't pay attention to the card I was having, but it's a mistake I made there. After that, I'm not forgetting it's a Tremaine and not a Medusa. And it didn't happen again, obviously, but it's the kind of learning that kind of, I want to say, stress level that's brought by competitive play is going to bring out of you. You're going to make those mistakes. You're going to learn. And afterwards, it's fine.
This is really like the best way just to get better. I cannot say it. I cannot stress it enough. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
rest is like practice makes perfect. Show up at your locals every week. It pays off. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And like, I felt sloppier yesterday. Like, I don't get to play in locals. Okay, you're gonna say like, yeah, you don't necessarily need to play locals every week and whatnot. But I felt like my level was like I was saying earlier in the stream, I feel understimulated because there are no like consequential tournaments. Well, that's the thing. Like, going to locals every week keeps you honest. Like you said, with playing with better players, it's also just playing. Period.
Yeah,
keeps you honest. Like, when you don't have like a lot of weekend events and like you can't go to league, well, I haven't played a lot of Lorcana. The most Lorcana I play is here on the stream.
Yep.
And this is like my equivalent to league.
And to people saying like, oh, but there's the online client, yada yada yada. We have some people who come to set champs who almost exclusively play online, and you wouldn't believe the amount of triggers they miss, the amount of time. Like, one of the things S4iler told me when I told him that I might play his item deck, he was like, you need to practice it in paper. Because if not, remembering all your triggers and all of that will take you way too much time, and you're going to go to time every single round.
Yeah.
And even by knowing what I was doing, like I almost went to time every round.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it was inconsequential in like 90% of the cases, but like we were playing against each other, or I was watching you play, and like you were calling the triggers on the quotes. Sometimes, like I said, there like it was irrelevant, so you just didn't want to waste time. But sometimes I felt that you could have manifested something, or just made people like play around certain things by just calling the coil triggers as if you had something in hand. So, you know, it's,
the thing with that deck specifically is it has so many triggers.
Mm-hmm.
It is like information overload. That deck is absolutely crazy. And someone who watched me play yesterday actually went and bought the guide, and he was texting me just before because he was trying it online. He's like, I cannot win. I can't do anything with this deck. Why is it always like 0 to 20? And that's by default. You saw it if you were here at the beginning. It's like this deck is going to be 0 to 18 and then 20 to 18. That's what it does.
Yep.
You don't need characters on board. You don't need, like, your characters are going to die the minute they land. That's cool. You don't care. But you have to learn it, and you have to remember the 3 workshop, 2 coils, 1... like, there's a million triggers. There's a million options to you. Like, when the deck is fully deployed, you have the Vitality Sphere, you have the Shield, you have the Maui's Fishhook, you have the coils, you have the Ice Block, you have the workshops, and those are all either trigger or abilities that you have access to at any point. You can sack your Popsicle for healing, and trying to get all of that and get 3 games in 50 minutes. If you haven't played on paper and you've just played with Lorcanita with the little icons appearing like, oh yeah, click, click, click. In person, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, you're gonna forget about it, because like that's the other thing, and that's why I've been heralding. Like, I know Devoted is a big fan of the online client, because that's his guy. That's his thing. Like, that's how he gets to play the most. In his situation, he has a family, he has kids. He can play at night when after the kids are asleep. Meanwhile, I'm always saying, like, playing in paper gives you the best fundamentals, and it helps you just play as cleanly as possible, because that's like the when you play your relevant games.
Rest is like, I never miss my Diablo triggers online.
Online, I've seen you miss. Well, not you. Sorry, you weren't playing Diablo yesterday.
No, Chris was.
But I've seen some Diablo triggers missed during your games. Like, it's easier when you're like not playing the game to see them. Like, I was actively like showing to people lines. Like, I was like, I had my little piece of paper in your games, and like saying like, you had this line.
Yeah.
Like I was asking you, like, do you care about it? Because like, saying this to someone that doesn't care can be kind of insulting. If you're not like, if you lost a really stressful match or something, you might not be in the right headspace to get advice and feedback and just like how to get better. But that's why I'm always asking, because I've seen situations where people are like, yeah, why didn't you do this? Oh, just get off my back.
Yeah.
You understand? But that's why I'm always asking when I do that. But I love doing it, because I have this view of like, when I get outside a game, and you can just,
like, what I almost did yesterday, well, this weekend actually, and if Pierre-Marc's deck had come out a month ago, what I might have done, just to simplify the process for literally everyone, is I might have come with a sheet of paper with all the different triggers, and just like, okay, I have 2 workshop, put a dice with a 2 there, put a dice with the coil, instead of having like a stack of a million cards, and then be like, oh yeah, my coil's here, my workshop's here, and then just be like, yeah, 2 workshop triggers, 2 coil triggers, 1.
Are you allowed?
I don't know. That's one of the questions I was asking myself.
Because I'm like
Because you're not allowed to take notes.
that's the thing. Lorcana is really peculiar about notes, so I don't know how they address that.
But I don't think it counts as like it's literally a representation of what's on board.
I understand.
So I would have asked before bring it, but
you also know that they can be really peculiar about certain
Oh,
things,
no, I know.
and like judges walking around DQing people.
Ras is like he's always looking for feedback. Cool. Caught the Chromicons. I'm kidding.
He's gonna fight you for a week straight, saying Chromicon is the best card in his deck. I understand why it's good in his deck. The thing is, I think the deck has a ceiling. He's done well with it. Congrats to him. I still think it's a tier.
You still won yesterday, so I mean.
No, but I still think it's a tier 2 deck that can, given the right field.
Yeah, it works in an open
space,
meta.
Yeah, the right field, the right meta will do well. Guaranteed. If people are targeting you, or if like that deck gained traction, good luck.
That's the thing. We were discussing it with this card earlier. Like, they're really good decks as long as you're the only one playing it in a field and people aren't able to tech against it because you're not going to tech against one person in a room.
Like, I think I think Rats's deck works really well in a field that is very low on Sisus.
Yeah.
Like, all his guys are small. Sisu is gonna.
Yeah, he's like evasion deck and Sisu decks are counter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. So, like, he's gonna work really well in the field low on Sisus. That's the thing. Same thing for Green Steel. Green Steel, Chris went to top 8 yesterday. The field was low on Sisus. I think you were the only one.
I was the only one running Sisus. And he had his god draw.
Yeah, he
against
he had
me,
a really good opening in game 2. He played 4 Diablos, so
in 5 turns.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like, if people know that, green steel variants are good again, Sisu decks will come back. So then your green steel deck will not be that good. It's all cyclical also. In an open meta, you have to be ready for anything. So it depends. You go to, you come to play here in Quebec, not a lot of Sisus, green steel, great choice. You go to play elsewhere where grind your red-purple, blue-red is still a thing, Shark McDuck with Sisus is still a thing. You're going to have a bad time with your green steel.
On Saturday we had a Shark McDuck or two. Chris wasn't there, so he dodged him. That's good.
Yeah, that's what I feel. So,
meta is still exactly. We're not allowed to. We're not allowed. You kind of have to guess what the room's gonna be like, and rock paper scissors against that feeling of the room if you want to. If you want to do that. If not, you take your deck and you hope for the best.
And that's the thing. It's rock paper scissors when the field is narrow. It might not even. It might feel like rock paper scissors lizard Spock in the same room if people are playing a wider field. It just happens that it feels like rock paper scissors in a 20 people field. Go into a 30 people field. Now it's gonna feel like more, like I said, rock paper scissors lizard Spock, where you trying to dodge 2/3 of the room, and you feel super advantaged against the other 2/3, and
Anyways,
we've gone on rambling about that.
I was about to say enough rambling. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Okay.
So thank you guys for joining us. We're shooting set review next week. We don't know if there's going to be a stream or not. If there's a stream, it's going to be the set review. We're looking if we can do it live. If not, it's going to be pre-recorded, and we're going to release it probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. But expect the set review to be coming fairly soon. Ras is I did kind of good on 2K with my deck. So that's,
Well, you started really good because people weren't prepared. Then you started bumping into, I want to say, very good players that were more prepared. I don't remember your.
Didn't he bump into Pierre Marc to Sailor on round 4?
I don't
I
remember.
think he did. Anyways.
He might have. But yeah, that's
Which is a good roadblock, to be fair. If you're going to lose to someone.
it's totally fair. But that's the thing. Like,
but yeah, no. Set review coming next week with special guests. What else?
oh,
Then we got repair. Okay. Well, good thing you got repaired, I guess. I don't know. But no, seriously. Thanks you guys for joining us tonight. He was against Cedric, yellow purple.
Oh yeah, okay. One of the top 8 other players. But yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Best week to everyone. If you still have set champs to go to, best of luck to you. Do well, play sharp. I won't be there to give you feedback, so don't feel like Papa Hawk is looking over your shoulder.
And if you're thinking of playing this, have a lot of time on your hand and buy the guide. I'm not saying that to like buff Pierre Marc. I don't think someone can grab this file and play it optimally in a week without the guide at this point. But it's strong if there's not a lot of aggro. So, good list. I loved it. Definitely felt on top of the world in most matchups. And then I ran into Res. But no, seriously, have a good one. We'll see you next time. And until then, keep questing.